Okay, y'all, so I'm doing a Bible study right now over Mark 4, and yeah, I'm just gonna give y'all some of the word that I'm picking up on. So Jesus is telling the story about a farmer planting. So the story that he's telling is a farmer went out to sow. When he was gathering the seed, some of it fell by the road. The birds came and ate all the seed. Other seed fell on the rocky ground where there was not enough dirt. It grew quickly there, but the soil was not deep. But then the soil rose and the plants were burned. They died because they did not have deep roots. Some other seed fell among thorny weeds. The weeds grew and stopped the good plants from growing, so they did not make grain. But some of the seed fell on good ground. There it began to grow and it made grain. Some plants made 30 times more grain, some 60 times more, and some 100 times more. So coming back here, do you understand the story? If you don't, how will you understand any story? And he's gonna help you understand it better. The farmer is like someone who plants God's teaching in people. Sometimes the teaching falls on the path, like we mentioned earlier. That is like some people who hear the teaching of God. As soon as they hear it, Satan comes and takes away the teaching that was planted in them. So some, like, the teaching falls on path. Some people hear the story, but they're not really in the place where they could understand it. So as soon as they hear it, Satan comes and takes away the teaching that was planted. So they're listening, but they're not understanding because they're just not in the place to understand right now. Other people are like the seeds planted on rocky ground. They hear the teaching and they quickly and gladly accept it. So they hear the teaching and they understand it, but they don't allow it to go deeper into their lives. Like, they hear it, but they don't try to apply it to their lives at all. They hear the word of God, but they don't try to apply it. They just listening to it and be like, oh yeah, and then they forget it. They don't put in the effort to apply it to their lives. So they're just listening, but not really doing anything with the information that they're being given. They keep it only a short time. As soon as trouble or persecution comes because of the teaching they accept, they give up. So yeah, basically they hear the teaching, but as soon as they're faced with the opportunity to do something about it, they just don't. So when, like, they just don't take the information greatly and they don't use it right. The people who hear the teaching and they understand it as it's given to them, but they don't really use it and don't really apply it to their life well, their life becomes full of other things, the worries of this life, the love of money, and everything else they want. So they're still worrying about other things instead of focusing on the word of God that they're being given and trusting in God. They're hearing it. It's like they're hearing the word of God, but it's like they're not listening. Like, it's just talking, and you understanding it, but you're not using it to apply and make yourself better. And others are like the seed planted on the ground, on the good ground. They hear teaching and accept it, then they grow and produce a good crop. Sometimes 30 times more, sometimes 60 times more, and sometimes 100 times more. So they hear the word of God, they understand it, they use it, and they try to apply it to their everyday life, and it makes them better. So what person do you want to be? Do you want to be the person who don't want to hear the word of God at all, but you will listen just to say that you listen? Or do you want to be the person that hears it and understands it, but doesn't make any effort to apply it to their lives? Do you want to be the person that hears it and understands it and make an effort to apply it to their life?